world can be so cruel. We have our hands tied, they treat us like we're fools. We're underestimated and boxed in. All judgmental labels spread us thin. We can run away to another place. No need to worry, you'll be my safety. We can run away to another place. No need to worry, escape reality. Escape reality. No need to worry, escape reality. Escape reality. Oh, we can take this world by storm. I couldn't want anything more. Just hear me whisper that your dreams lie here with me. And let the stars above serve as your remedy. We can run away to another place. No need to worry, you'll be my safety. We can run away to another place. No need to worry, escape reality. Escape reality. No need to worry, escape reality. Escape reality. No need to worry, escape reality.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Silk Masquerade. It is Tuesday. Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Welcome, everybody. Bienvenido. So glad that you decided to take the time to share this moment with us. And tonight, we have some very valuable information. We're going to be talking to Crystal and RJ, and they are going to be sharing with us information regarding financial freedom and a program that they are currently sharing with individuals. So that is what we're going to be talking about tonight. I want to thank you all again for joining and want to make sure that you have subscribed, that you like, and you share with others. Wanted to also take a moment to let you guys know, if most of you don't know, I work in the public school system and we happen to have a few weeks off in the summer. So, yay! And going to be taking the month of July. We'll still be sharing information with you, videos and such, but we will not have live broadcasts during the month of July. We will be back in August, okay? So make sure that you stay tuned and you check us out. We'll be back live in August. If you're checking us out on the replay, please make sure that you take a moment to leave us a comment and let us know that you stopped by. We want to be able to connect with you. And the only way we can do that is if you take a moment to say hello and let us know that you were here. All right. So make sure you leave a comment. Okay. So we want to go ahead and welcome our guests this afternoon. We have RJ and Crystal, and they are going to be joining us. So please welcome RJ and Crystal to Silk Masquerade. Hi, Crystal and RJ. So happy to see you guys. Welcome to Silk Masquerade. It's so good to see you. Haven't seen me like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Yeah, it has been.
It's been a while. You guys are doing well.
Yes.
Okay, great, great, very good. So, thank you for taking the time and being willing to come to Silk Masquerades and share with us. Want to go ahead and get started and find out exactly who you are. Who is RJ? Who is Crystal? Tell us a little bit about yourself, your childhood, your families, your education, what it is that you do. So, who are you?
Well, I'll start. I'm Chris.
Wait.
This is our. Go ahead. We've been married long enough to we are trying to act with each other, so it works.
Okay,
Wait.
great.
So thanks for inviting me, Valerie. It has been a while since I've seen you. I'm
Yes.
Crystal. And sure? You have any questions?
I know, right?
So we've been married for a long time,
Okay.
and I'm from the East Coast. So that contributes to our unique dynamic. And I have a background in digital administration and marketing, and currently I'm in digital marketing. So I'm the person who follows you around the internet. So that's a lot of fun. I Google all the time, so that's kind of my background. Let's see.
So you want to know about?
Yes. Who are you? The person's been married for a long time. That's a kind of.
So a long time means I don't have to remember the dates anymore, right? We've been married going on 17 years, and we have known each other for over 2 decades. So you add that to it. We just have a different approach on just about everything. Every time I come up with a harebrained idea, she turns it around, and then vice versa. So finances have just been kind of the glue between all of that.
Okay.
I am originally from the Caribbean, proudly. I do miss my clear water and sandy white beaches often, and so that leads me to travel quite a bit.
Okay.
And so you'll hear us talk a little bit about that as we talk about how our financial plan has been put together.
Actually, why we do what we do.
Absolutely.
So we-
We'll do it so we can travel.
Okay.
Um, Let's see. I work in the real estate field. I have for 25 years. I am the director of marketing for a real estate firm here in Virginia. I have 400 agents that all believe I am theirs individually. So I am continually working on about 401 brands, including the main company brand at any given point in time. So there's a lot of marketing. And because of that, I get to see things from a lot of different angles. In addition, I'm also the director of our luxury properties division. So I get to see some properties and talk to some folks that, boy, do they have a lot of information to share and to mimic. So that also plays a big part in our financial kind of goals.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Now, I understand that you have children that are not so small anymore.
Like yours.
Yes. Yes. Growing up too fast. Uh, how are
Yes.
your children now?
So we have two children. The oldest is 14, and the youngest is 9. And we involve them in a lot of things that we do. So especially with traveling, they've been traveling when they were very young, because that's what we do. That's the family can be a part of it. But that has also led them to think about things differently, because one of the favorite stories I tell is that we tell them you can go to cruise every day, or we can go on a cruise. What do you want to do? Or every week, but every week we go on a cruise. And so they're starting to understand the just everything that we do and the importance of making decisions and choosing what's the best deal for, or the best bang for your buck on what we do. So that's been a lot of fun and watching them grow up in this. And it'll be interesting to see how they turn to adults with this information.
Yeah, we're literally their kids. Because of the things that we do now, I just pity the poor children that they have. It's going to be an interesting life. I'll tell you, specific to our kids, you hear us talk about traveling a lot. We no longer tell them when we're traveling and where we're traveling to. We literally wake them up in the morning and say, your bag's already in the car. There's your backpack. Fill it with these specific things.
The fun things you want to do.
Yep.
And a jacket.
And we need to be to the car in about the next 20 minutes. Let's go. And they spend the rest of the travel time trying to figure out where in the world they're going and what they're going to do. And even along the way, we still don't tell them what they're going to encounter. And it just really, it plays a part in how we do what we do, because we like the excitement to be in everything.
And that's definitely exciting. So tell me how it is that you came to be so interested in and actually creating a lifestyle that allows you to have financial freedom and also to share this information with others. How did that come to be?
It started when I
because he's Chris. He had both of them. I was there till 4 p.m. and so I was going to be okay.
He did all
How did we get
that.
started?
But it really did get started when I was with our oldest. We were looking for someone to take care of her so that I could work. And everyone we could think of was, they did not meet the age requirement, which at that point was 65. Both of the grandmothers were, we both grew up with our grandparents watching us. So we wanted someone more mature to kind of be that guardian. We didn't want to put the baby in daycare. That just wasn't going to work. And because both our parents were working, both our mothers were working, we had to make a decision. And that decision was that I would stay at home and he would go to work.
Well, and if you stop for a second, it's not that we didn't want to put our daughter in daycare. It was too expensive. The cost of daycare against the budget, or against even what Crystal was earning, we both were earning, was substantial, and we just couldn't afford to do it.
So when I decided that I was, we had to make some changes, because we used to be the couple that would go to Walmart once a month, fill up the cart with a bunch of and just eat off of that and then buy fruits and vegetables from wherever we have to stop. So we were spending quite a bit, but we had to fit, our budget had to be what he was bringing in. When we had just bought the house we're in now, and we were stretching with the two of us working at that point. So we're like, okay, what are we going to do? And I came across couponing. This was prior to these couponing shows. There was an awesome community of women and men who had forums. Yes. That taught me how to coupon. Whether it actually was, it took me a couple of tries to do it. The first trip to the grocery store, I was so excited. It was triple coupons. So I kept the coupons I had, went to Harris Teeter, and I came back. Snicker bar, ice cream bars, Welch's grape juice, all kinds of just junk and stuff. And I was like, look, I got like $150 worth of stuff for like $40. Why did you spend $40 on this stuff? This is the stuff we bought. I'm like, but we had Snicker ice cream bottles.
Yeah.
I mean, that's important. And I was pregnant. That was very important. But I then learned. I started to cultivate that and learn how to do it properly. And the more I learned, the more I was saving, to the point where one of the grocery stores paid me back. They had to give me cash back because my coupons were worth so much.
That's when she got more attention.
Wow. Wow.
And I was buying things that we actually needed at that point.
Okay.
So we were filling our pantry. We had all the cleaning supplies we needed. And so that was the beginning of it. But then Bert caught it our church. That's what I was doing. We're like, you should be just a business leader. So I'm coming and I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? He's like, you are doing this. And because he was the AY leader, and he turned me on to Dave Ramsey at that point. So I started listening to what he was doing. He was listening to on the radio, and I took Financial Peace University, and that kind of ties to that. And then we took it to that church we were at that point, and started Financial Peace University. And at this point, we taught, oh my goodness, 15 classes, and just help. Yes.
Wow.
And we just help countless people just get out of debt. Just 3 or 4 years later, people going, oh, I'm finally free. And it's all because of you guys. And we're like, you were still doing this.
So who exactly is the program geared towards? Would it be someone who is single, or someone, would it be applicable to a married couple or a couple with family? Or would this be someone who is looking at retirement already? Is there a specific audience that
If you have money, if you make money,
If you don't make money,
or if you know what money is,
Okay.
then this program is for you.
if you're breathing.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Because, you know, a lot of us, for me specifically, you know, my parents, I don't know how they did what they did, but they did it. They made it happen. We never want for anything. We had most of everything we wanted, even. But we weren't really like taught how to handle, manage. I know from what I see them do, and I have to say that of my brothers, I'm probably the worst. Um, so a lot of people don't have a good relationship with money. You
Mhm.
know,
And
so
that's true.
exactly what's the starting point for obtaining financial freedom?
Well, let me come back to this stuff real quick.
Okay.
You were asking who's it for? It really is for you, the individual, and then something that for persons that are going to keep you accountable. So if you're a single person, you can do it, but you're going to need someone to keep you accountable. If you're married, husband and wife, it really strengthens the marriage because it gets you talking about life and then the dreams beyond that. If you're a senior and you're not making that sort of income that you did before, it helps you sustain for years and years and years because you've got a plan. And so that's really important. There's no group that's left out of this. And everybody can do it, and you can do it in your own way. At the phase of life that you're at, there's a place to pick up and join the race from right there.
Okay. All right. So if someone is interested, what do you tell them? How do they start? Where, especially if you're someone who is living check to check, and not sure what to do or where to start, but they know they don't want to live that way always. So what do you tell that person?
So I think the first thing you have to do is realize that money is a bad thing. If you talk about money, it's okay to have a relationship with money. Money's and
Love it.
the love of money, but money's not even. Money is also not painful. Because a lot of people have a pain relationship with money, especially if they're in that have bankruptcies or they are living paycheck to paycheck. It's almost a painful subject for them. So the first thing we do is make them have a budget.
And that budget can be Here's one. In every, let's use a family, a husband and wife like we, and we'll tell our story. Is there's a nerd and there's a free spirit,
And then there's a nerd and there's a free spirit.
but more times there's a free spirit. Okay, and so there's somebody in the household, or there's that's you that you're trying to organize your finances. You put on the nerd, and you're trying to put everything down. Don't overthink. Write it down on paper. First things first. You need to know how much money comes in the house on a monthly basis.
And be honest.
Yep. If it's a $2,000, $5,000 that's just coming in the door a month, write it down. Know what your income is. Then you start with your expenses, and simply do you, if you give to your church, then that's the first thing that goes. You take your 10%, and then you deal with your housing, and then you get something to eat. And then all the utilities that's in the housing and the place that you get to eat, and then any other bills, and you keep writing all the way down. You're not doing any calculations yet. You're just listing every single thing that you will pay off in a month. And so we have, a line item for groceries, a line item for restaurants, a line item for any bills that we would have. And then we go into the fun stuff. In our budget, we have
vacations. We do have restaurants. So that's like the thing that we do. We have sinking fund, which is where we're saving for a VA. We're saving for repairs. We're saving for any of our yearly bills, so that when those come along, we're not hitting our budget really hard. Because a lot of people, they get hit with their insurance payment. They're like, oh my goodness, I have a huge amount that I need to pay. Or a car repair, and they don't have money. And so they have to go into their emergency fund we'll talk about in a minute, or they're looking taking money from somewhere else. But if you have this money that you're saving just for that purpose, you know what's going to happen. You know you need to oil every 3,000 miles. Put that money in when you have it, so that when it's time to take the car, you're not going to figure out where's that money going to come from.
Right. So you put it aside in small increments, so you'll know you'll have that.
Wait, you mean I'm not able to spend the extra money that I have? I can't go out and just, there's something I want to get
Yes, you can.
do.
Yes, you can. If you've got that.
But no. There's no such thing as money.
Oh, what does that mean?
So that means that if you want to go buy clothes, you will have a clothing line in your budget. And you say, okay, I'm spending this amount on clothes this month. And then you can shop to your heart content until that number, you hit that number, and then you're done. So there really is extra money because you're telling your money what to do. And that's really what the budget is. It's not to restrain you. It's not to hold you back. Spending your money is you taking control of your money and telling your money, this is how I want you to do. This is where I want you to do, and this is what I'm going to do with you. Otherwise, it will control you.
Okay. All right.
So there's very little that you can't do. It all takes a plan. So you ask what the first step to getting started, and it is simply paper and a pen. Write it all down so you know. Chris said it earlier, be honest with yourself. If you have to pay it out, you put it down on paper. And then when you finish, you're going back and you're going to do the math. And you're going to see, okay, this is my income, here are my expenses, and hopefully at the bottom line there's something left over. And if there is, then that goes into making sure that you have nothing that's going to pull away from your money. In other words, you need to take care of any debt you have and get it out of the way. That is key.
That's going to be your next step after writing everything down.
Well, before we get to paying off, we want to make sure you safety net. Because once you start your debt hard, things are going to happen. You're going to blow a tire in your state. Your kid's going to need cash for their own. There's things that happen. We want to get you to have a started emergency fund, so that if something does happen, you're not going to pull out that credit card and charge it. You can go into your started emergency fund, pay for whatever it is, and pay it with cash. This is key to this entire thing. Cash is definitely a huge part of this. And if you spend that money, we pay it back, and then we go back into debt. So we'll write everything down. Anything extra, the first half. If you don't have $1,000 in an emergency fund, we're going to start spending that. And the emergency is pizza. Emergencies are not my girls go to Miami. Emergencies are not. Shoes are only on sale twice a year. Emergencies are true emergencies that come up that you need to take care of, that you normally would swipe a credit card for. And if an emergency comes up while you're doing this, don't swipe the credit card just because that's what you've always done. You pay the cash and you put it back, and it's hard to spend that money that you save, but that's the part of the program says to do.
Okay, so with a program like this, you just mentioned credit cards. Is that a bad thing? Are you getting rid of credit cards? Where does credit cards fit in there, especially if you're trying to get rid of your debt?
So let's talk credit cards. Have you ever looked at your credit cards?
Yes.
So credit cards typically are about 25%. 24 to 27. Now you use a credit card, pay for that on credit card, and pay the bank what you bought plus 25% on top of that. So you're paying a 25% premium. So simple math. If you bought a dress for $100, just think when you swipe your credit card, you're paying $125 for this. Or you can have $100 in the account. You pay the $100 for the dress and you're done. So credit cards are, we want to get rid of credit cards. They're crutches. You don't feel the pain when you swipe a card. When you swipe plastic, it's a nice little $50. You're like, I'll just pay it off later and keep swiping. If you have $100 and it's another $50, you have to put something back because you cannot manufacture $50 out of the air to pay the cashier. So it also limits you to how much you can pay. And we recommend that you use debit cards for like groceries and
Anything you can pay cash.
Because it limits you. If you like to eat our money, it's America. We do this. We will eat our money. But if you go to the restaurant and you only have $50 to feed you and your date, your spouse, you're looking at the menu going, what can we eat? And you're putting in tax, you're putting in tip, because we do not go for this $50 bill that we have in our pocket. So yes, we do want to get rid of all credit cards. We want to pay off all of those credit cards, close those accounts, or we want to start building your wealth with cash, so that you're spending the money you actually have. Because think, if you actually had all the money that's in your paycheck after your bill, how would you feel? Like if you didn't have to pay a student loan, you didn't have to pay a credit card, you didn't have to pay a car note. Imagine how much money you just have. That's true wealth. That's true freedom and independence. Because financial freedom isn't necessarily just having wealth. It's having the ability to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Did I miss anything?
Okay. So now, take for instance, you have individuals. You have your mortgage. You have mortgage or rent, I should say. You have your children who may be in daycare, kids that are in school, have after school activities, or even you may be on a fixed income. And how then do you, I know you say start to write everything down, but that seems like for someone who is living check to check, that is impossible to do.
So it's more important you do it when you are charging. It's important across the board. It's extremely important when you have a limited income, or you may have more than you have income. You want to know what the money is due. Now, we've had the opportunity twice now to have a 3-year-old. And all of us can think about either the 3-year-old we raised or the 3-year-old we've known. and they tend to be all over the place. And what you want to think about is your money is very much like that 3-year-old. It's going to do what it wants to do in the way it wants to do it, and you will not be able to control it unless you have a plan. And that's what we want you to do with a budget, is we want you to sit down and write it. Well, Val, think about it this way. If you have $2,000 coming in every month, and you're starting to write down your rent, your grocery, your car payment, your fuel bill, your water bill, your cell phone, your cable, your Netflix, your gas, everything. You're going to be looking at that on paper going, I'm running out of money before I can get to the bottom of this list. What on this list needs to be tamed? And so we go back and we look at Netflix and we go, well, you're only $7.99 a month. You're gone. Your cable, you're $150 a month. Why? Gone. And then you look at the car and you go, I love you. You get me from place to place every day. You let me do what I want to do. But you're $400 a month. And so I have to make a change. I still need 4 wheels, but I don't need you. And so some of those decisions come into play, and they're hard to make. But until you see them written on paper from month to month, you never know. I'll tell you a quick story. We get to counsel with many families along the way, and we're accountability partners for quite a few families. And we meet with them every month and we review their budget. And they have life that happens to their money. So we'll give you a call at the beginning or the end of the previous month, and we'll say, hey, how are things looking for the next month? How are things looking for July? Well, we have something to tell you. We're pregnant. Or we had to buy a new car. Or we drove our car through the garage door this month.
All true.
These are all real. But because we can see the money from start to finish, we can immediately look at that and say, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. And this is what we're going to do. We can tweak this, and we can change this, and maybe this month we can't do $300 worth of restaurants. We're going to have to do $100 worth of restaurants to cover this bill, and we're going to make it all work. But we can do that only because we had a plan and only because we can see it on paper. And in fact, that's maybe the best part of what we do is sitting down with families or sitting down with individuals. It doesn't have to be a family, but an individual, and letting them be as exposed to the process as we are. So we will tell you, this is what we pay for something. In fact, we'll tell you now, we're a family of 4 people.
2 really big other people that are not adults in our house.
Good grief. But our birthday budget is $302 a month. And folks look at us and they go, how can you do that? The first thing you got to see, and you can't see it on camera, but I'm not for one food. It kind of goes on the basis. So we are eating just as any person would. But we still have restaurants in our budget. We have all of those things that are still there, but we have a limit. So what we do, specifically the groceries, is this. We have $360 a month that we spend on it. Each week we go to the bank, we take out $90. And then we go to the grocery store Saturday night, Sunday morning, and we spend as much of that $90 as we possibly can. And it brings home bags and bags of groceries and fresh, healthy food, because we know we can go back next week and do it again. And then we'll do it the following week and the following week. And so now, instead of going to Walmart and filling the cart with a month's worth of garbage, We go to the grocery store and bring home the grapes and the apples and the fresh vegetables and all of that sort of stuff. And it sustains us for the week, and we go back and replenish every time. It's all habit changing. And that's what really helps us along with the budget.
And that was one of the questions that I came across. How do you get individuals to change their mindset when it comes to this?
Show them the
It's definitely a process, and especially talking about someone who's living paycheck to paycheck. Most people don't understand or don't realize how much they're spending on certain things. Like if you ask on a budget, how much do you spend? Not yourself. How much do you spend on gas? They'll say somewhere around $100. Not thinking every time I go to the gas station, it's $40. I go to the gas station. Oh, $40 to $50 because gas just went up. I go to the gas station 4 times a month, every week. So I'm spending $200 at least. Now, if I go out of town, if I go anywhere else, that's going to be an addition to my $200. So they're always going to say, about $150 because it sounds good. So if you're not sitting down and writing these things down, you really don't know where your money's going. And so you bring home your paycheck and you're like, oh, I had money and now it's gone. Because it's what he likes to call $20 in your pocket. You know, you take out his $20 and it's gone. And you keep doing that over and over again. You go to Amazon, you order something, that money's out of your account. But you're incrementally spending these $5, $10, $15 and it goes away. So the mindset change comes when you start being honest with yourself. When you write down how much money you're actually spending on all of your bills, all of your habits, whether it's shopping at Amazon, eating out, coffee at Starbucks, whatever it may be, write it down. And you can actually go and look, so especially if you have a credit card or your debit card, you can go back and look at the previous month and see everything you spent. Look at how much is going out of the house. Then you also have to write down your debt. Because most people, they don't look at their debt, especially if you have student loans. No, you don't know about that number to see what the big number is because you don't want to know. It's scary. You know, you go to a corner and cry. Don't go cry. We're going to take control over this. One of my favorite quotes is, the best way to eat the elephant is one bite at a time. And that's true for this. That's actually really true to what I do for a living because everything's a project. But for your debt, you have to know how big your elephant is. So you have to be completely honest with yourself. Write down how much you owe your credit card. Write down how much your car payment is, your car is. Write down every student loan, even the little ones that are like the deferment that you talk about. Pull those out and look at your big number. Then you're going to write them down from lowest to highest because you're going to start tackling the lowest one first. If it's a $200 credit card, you eat that. You pay that in between your Paramount Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus because you probably have them in three of those. And you don't need all three. We counsel a lot of people on how to get rid of their cable and how to still watch TV. We have not had cable
14 years.
And we don't miss it. Yes. But when you start to look at it, it starts to open up the mind to what money really looks like and how your intimate relationship with money. We want to make it a happy relationship.
And I think it's important that we should mention this, especially among the Black community. We hesitate to talk about money. If you're West Indian like I am, you just don't talk about it with anybody. You talk about it with the person in your house, your spouse, and that's it.
And I grew up in this. I grew up in Portsmouth, Virginia. That's a Portsmouth. And Southern Black family, we don't talk about money. You know that some family has a little bit of money, but then you talk about what they have because they're supposed to ask for it.
Right.
But we don't have these conversations, and we pretend based on the things that we buy and the outfits that we wear, the cars that we drive, the homes that we live in, to the furniture closest to the door where folks will see. We give this impression that we are living comfortably and everything is all fine, everything is okay. And more times than one, it's not. And you want to talk about relationships being broken, money will rip apart a relationship.
And that's actually one of the things we see with the couples that we counsel is that as their money comes into health, they have a healthy relationship with their money, their relationship is also healthy. And they start to open up and talk about all kinds of things and dream together and talk about what they're doing to do things together. We've had people say that they did not talk about certain things at all. It was off limits until they got the budget together. They started on this journey together and they were able to open up and talk about their past with money, where that came from, where the habit came from.
So
that was the question. Financial infidelity when it comes to money, and having individuals who one may be saving, but the other may be spending, and we don't know what's happening, and it's coming and going.
and resentfulness builds up at that point. Because you'll know that you see your spouse going and spending on all this, splurging on these things, and you know you're saving every penny that you've got. And so there's a bigger problem there. We haven't had a conversation about money. So the money is also not working together, it's working separately. And so you have this race going on that shouldn't happening. The moment that you start having that conversation, you commingle your thoughts, you commingle your money. And then you start working together. Many hands make light work. Many pennies make things work a whole lot faster in terms of debt payments and wealth building. The compound interest kicks in and becomes a very valuable part of the process.
And when you sacrifice together, when you get to the win, you celebrate together. So if we're not going out to eat, but we're not going out to eat. Don't come in with the McDonald's bag and I'm like, I've been eating peanut butter and jelly for a week, and you're eating McDonald's? Like, that's not gonna work.
So let's add this to it. It's important to us that our friends that are around us in that circle also understand their financial journey. Because the last thing I need is someone coming to us and saying, hey, can we go do this one thing? And we know it's not in our budget to do it, but we go and try to make it happen. And so we rob Peter to pay Paul in order to do it. And it turns our entire situation upside down. So our closest friends, we encourage them to stay on the financial journey and make sure that they understand what their money's doing as much for them as it is for us. It completely protects us. So if one of our friends, if we suggest to one of our friends, hey, let's go out for dinner tonight, and they say to us these words, it's not in the budget.
Let's hang out.
We will stay for the pizza, and we will go hang out and play some board games.
Okay, all right.
And that's why I was saying earlier about our children also being a part of this process, because they understand maybe a little too much, and I'll tell you in a second, but they understand what the journey is and what we're doing. So our daughter had a birthday and was going to the mall with friends. And so I'm like, okay, we have extra money. We didn't spend the grocery money. We just had food. That's the other thing with groceries. When you do that weekly, you're having more food than you really need, and you find you don't have to shop every week. So we had extra groceries. So I was like, oh, we'll just give her the cash that we have. She wouldn't spend it. She was like, I can't take this money. Like this it feels wrong. Then like, it's your birthday. Go spend the money. And it took us taking her back to the mall the second time for her to actually spend the money. So she understood a little too much.
Because she knew, that it was for something else, or she just felt guilty about spending it.
Not guilt, but she understood the value of them. and just being frivolous with it was a difficult decision. Now, since that same scenario happens with us, and we've learned through maturity how to deal with it, we would go on a vacation and try to bring everything down. It's like, no, we put aside that money. We worked really hard for that money. So now we actually take our vacation money and typically carry it in cash. I won't tell you where we hide it. We're on our way home, we're looking at what's left and we're going, oh, we have to spend it. So if we're going to sit down in the airport and eat a really expensive burger, then so be it. We worked hard for this. We worked hard to enjoy it. And so we're going to enjoy it. And so our daughter is learning that journey now. She's maturing in that journey. There's going to be some things she's going to splurge on, and there's going to be other things she's going to think twice and go, maybe not this time.
Okay. So, what is the best way for families and parents to get their children on that train?
Just like we were saying earlier, we've got to talk. And we've got to be open. When things are going wrong, we've got to be open. We've got to sit down with the kids, let them see us do the budget, let them see the numbers that are written, let them see where it runs out. And it's not that mommy or daddy or grandma is saying, I don't have any money, but we do. No, this is what this picture really looks like. And when the picture becomes healthier, and you think to that child, hey, guess what? It looks like we're going to have an extra $200 this month. Why don't we start a Disney World fund? And we start writing that in. And so that child becomes a part of the process. And every month, they're looking at that number grow. And we know you told them, when it gets to X dollar, we're going to be able to book the flight. When it gets to X dollar, we'll be able to reserve the hotel and buy the ticket. And then we're going on private time.
And it's also putting them in the process when you do the debt payments. So we recommend this to our couples that have children. When you have your debt, you make a thermometer, and you put on your thermometer how much your debt is. And then you break it up. It's supposed to do as a game board, or you can use a thermometer. And then every time you make a payment, they color it in for you. So they get to color the thermometer and see how far it's going up. Same thing with your food fund. The emergency fund is 3 to 6 months of your expenses. You put that big number at the top. Every time you throw something in savings, you have them color it in. They're super excited about hitting goals because they get to color the chart. And they're not realizing that they're learning this along the way. It also depends on the age of your children. Like we've made a deal with our oldest, we're thinking about college, that she can go wherever she wants for college if she gets a scholarship. If it's not a scholarship, then it has to be in our budget. And we will tell them how much we can afford to pay per month or per semester for college if we have to find something that fits that. So trust me, it's on the mission right now to get that scholarship so she can go where she wants. But even in looking at the cost of a university, before she does anything, programs or anything, she goes to the tuition age, looks at how much it is a month, and how much it is compared to what we're paying for her summer right now. And say, I think they can kind of do this because it's about the same amount of the school right now. So I can look at this. And it's interesting to see her mind work that way because I didn't trigger that. That was all on her.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. So now once you have created this budget and you have your plan and you're working your plan, what is it and how is it to actually achieve financial freedom? And once you are able to do that, how do you maintain it?
You never stop doing the budget, even when you multi-million. You never stop doing the budget. You then make your money work. So the first step that Paul mentioned earlier was making sure you have an emergency fund. And that's a starter emergency fund. Then you make sure you have no debt. And we're not counting the house on the debt because the house is a much larger expense that's eating the whole element. All right. So we're going to get rid of all the other debt, so car debt, student loan debt, credit card debt, all of that's gone. That typically takes somewhere around 18 to 24 months once you get your mind in.
And you can do that by taking jobs, things around the house, your side hustle, any of that to do extra income to pay off that debt.
Yep. And then after that is you want 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses added to the emergency fund. Now, when you have 3 to 6 months of your expenses put aside, things start becoming a lot easier in life.
An example of that for us was when the pandemic hit. We had about 3.5 months. We thought we were going to do 3 months, and I got furloughed. And because we had that 3 months sitting in the account, I was able to take some time, really find the next job I wanted. I was recruited quickly, so we weren't stressed about where the money would come from, what we needed to do next. I didn't have to job from the first job coming because we had that planning. And we went back and 6 months because we don't know if that will ever happen again. So we do recommend 6 months with the economy the way it is and with things like the pandemic that happened. Because imagine if 6 months at the beginning of the pandemic, you might have still been excited to get paper towels, but you wouldn't be stressed about how you're going to pay for paper towels.
Once you have that 3 months, then you're getting on a habit now of protecting yourself against going back into debt and not having enough to pad. Okay? So now you're going to do 15% of your income you're going to put towards retirement. So you paused all of that while you got rid of all the debt and did all the saving. And then you're going to make sure that your children, if you've got children still in the household, you're going to make sure that you have a college fund that's funded for them. You're going to do these simultaneously. You're going to make sure you have your retirement. You're going to make sure you have a college fund going for the children because they need to have that assurance. And then you're going to pay off the house.
And the college fund is also important because you don't want to put them in the same predicament you're in right now with student loans. So put in your mind, we're not doing student loans. You're going to go to school, some school, get some type of education, but we're not going to give you student loans.
They're going to get a good education because we're going to be planning for. We're not. This is not just going to happen for you. And then lastly, the last part, once you have a regimen of making sure that you have the 15%, you've already funded your children's college fund, and you've paid off the house. Now you have a lot of income to play with.
You have your whole thing.
Well, you have
okay. Outside of
most of it. And at the 7th step of all of this, you get to live like no one wants. And you get to give like no one wants. So that person that you want to help, it's okay to help them. That thing that you want to enjoy, that vacation, that round the world trip you want to enjoy, you can plan for and you can enjoy. And life is no longer encumbered by all of the things that weigh on your shoulder, which money is the middle of all. So the end result of all of this is this really exciting lifestyle that allows us to do what we want.
And that's the step where you're not only traveling, helping people, but you can also start that business and always streams up because you're not dependent on the income from the job that you pay every day. You pretty much have to work to pay the lights. So if you wanted to do a job that is impactful, that you were like, it's not going to pay me enough. It's okay now because everything's paid off, and you give them your time, you give them yourself, you use your talents to do the things that can really be impactful to society in the way that you do it, that you've always dreamed of doing, because you have that freedom. Because the freedom, like I said, it's not about the money. The money helps you get to the point where you can do what you want to do when you want to do it
in the way you want. Absolutely.
Right. Wow. That was That's amazing, and it's a lot of information. And it is what I want to hear from you. I wanted to say in between that, hello to my auntie. Hi, Aunt Viola. I saw she stopped by to say hello. So, what advice would you give? Um, Final thought for individuals um, who did not know that this was maybe something they should consider, as well as individuals who just don't know what to
Mhm.
So the advice I would give is the first thing is to sit down and really understand where you are financially, what you have coming in, what you have going out, and look at where you can make those cuts if you need to make those cuts. Then look at paying off those debts that you can really free up that income, especially if you are living paycheck to paycheck. And this is one thing we didn't mention earlier is that the cuts that you make are temporary. Therefore, it's time to get you through the season. And while you're in that season, you will make mindset shifts, you'll make behavioral changes. That some of the stuff you won't go back to because you realize you don't need life services because you're too busy living life. But some things that like eating out, if you cut eating out for a time to get your finances in order, there's a time when that will come back into play because you'll have the money free to be able to do that. And then also, if you're a single person, have an accountability partner. If you're married, have those conversations monthly. When you do the budget, do them together. Do it together. The nerd has to invite the free spirit. The free spirit has to be there. But you have to have that conversation monthly because if you have one person doing it, the other person's going to fall back into their habits and it's going to be right back what you started. So have those open conversations about money. And come to consensus together. You cannot walk away from a project and go, well, you do your thing, I'm going to do my thing. You have to come to consensus together. As hard as it may be, it's harder to deal with this when you're so far in debt and don't know what to do.
And I would say it's okay that you didn't, but now you know. And to whom much is given, much is expected. So we need to now take knowledge and go put it to work. Now, you want to make sure you're talking. You're talking to as a couple, talking to each other as a couple, or you have accountability. You have somebody else that's helping you and walking with you along the journey. And put pride aside, put embarrassment aside, and talk. Once you get into that, write it down. Know what the numbers look like. Know what your obligations look like. We didn't talk about the fun side of debt, but start answering the phone. Start opening the envelope and seeing what people are expecting from you for the debts that you've been ignoring. We've helped a family that we've been working with that's paid off. I would say they paid off $100,000 most likely. I think they must have paid 75 cents on every dollar.
Wow.
They negotiate with the debt collectors.
Absolutely.
We help out people think how to do that, what questions to ask, how to have those conversations. But you have to.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
And
along those lines, how does one get more information from you? Any upcoming projects, events, resources that you can share?
we typically teach Financial Peace University, or we facilitate the Financial Peace University on a 9-week session. Our next one will start in August. Then Crystal has a fantastic blog site.
Normal is growth. This normalisgrowth.com is our website. And you can also contact us to do personal consultations where we'll sit down and walk you through your budget and help you outline your budget. And then we also have a program where you can have us as your coaches, your accountability coaches, and we sit down with you monthly, go through your budget, go through your debts, help you walk through how to pay off your debts, making sure that you're on it, And as you have more income, because that's one plus of this program is when you're focused on it, you tend to have more money coming in. We've seen it happen over and over again. But how to contribute that money, even with the stimulus payments, everything will help people to kind of use those properly. But yeah, if you contact us on our website, Normalist Growth, there's resources there, but also you can reach out to us with Crystal at normalistgrowth.com or Ralston at normalistgrowth.com and email us.
Okay. All right. Wow. Thank you guys so much for
Absolutely.
coming and for sharing with us. We really appreciate it. Lots of information to take on. I know I need to make a lot of changes, but thank you, thank you so much for all of that information. If you'll sit tight for us, we'll be back with you in just a moment. All right. So everybody, we want to thank Crystal and RJ for coming out and for sharing with us. We really appreciate it. Everybody, we want to let you know that on next week, we have another episode, the last episode before we take a break. Remember, the month of July, we will be away. We will be coming back to you in August with our live broadcast. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll be sharing information in between, so don't disappear. But we want to let you know that we are going to be coming back on next Tuesday at 7 p.m. We're going to be talking with Cheryl Shavers, and she's going to be sharing information with us regarding domestic violence awareness. So make sure that you stay tuned and you check in with us on next week. We're going to be talking with Cheryl Shavers, and she's going to be sharing some very important information with us regarding domestic violence awareness. All right? So don't miss out on that next week. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and for taking the time to spend some time with us. You know, we appreciate you for coming. And that sound means that we have reached the end of another episode. Thank you so much. If there's something missing in your smile, maybe it's time for you to bloom right where you're planted and then come tell us about it. Let's get into it, all right? Thank you so much for coming. Peace and blessings, everybody. Bye. See you next Tuesday.
Spread us thin. We can run away to another place. No need to worry, you'll be my safety. We can run away to another place. No need to worry, escape reality.